Hello, this is Mr. K again. Welcome to part 4, the Hitch Peg. Open up Inventor and start a new part. We're going to do it the same way we did the stack. We're going to start a new sketch. I'm going to choose my XY plane so I can have it standing up and down. And I'm going to try to draw the outline of the cutout for the peg here. So I'm going to use the line tool again. And I'm just going to kind of look at it and kind of figure out it's not going to be real big. So I'm going to draw this, and I'm just going to try to draw the shape that it is and just get close. Now there's a curve that goes here, so I'm going to right click OK, and I'm going to come back with my line tool and come back the other direction. And so now I'm going to start doing my dimensioning before I do that arc that's on there. Come through, and the height, overall height is 0.65, and the width at the bottom here that is going to be half of 0.25. It's got a diameter of 0.25, so we want a radius, so we're going to divide that by 2. The small little piece over here has a height of 0.5. And then we have this little small piece, and this is going to get a little complicated because the whole diameter here from there to there is going to be half of the diameter. The whole radius from here to here is going to be half the diameter. So we need to figure out. So I'm going to go from this point to the line. I'm going to come down, and this is where I'm going to type in half of the diameter. So it's going to be 0.4 divided by 2, which is 0.2. And so that's how long that piece is. And if I come down and I pull it down, you can see it's 0.075. And if I accept, it shows that it's there. It's in parentheses saying that it can't change, that this number dictates that number. So I don't need it there. Right-click OK, and right-click Delete, just so it looks a little prettier. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do an arc. It's going to be a 3-point arc, and what I'm really going to do here is I'm going to choose from here into here, and it's creating a line going straight across. I'm going to click on those 2 points, green to green, and now I need to figure out where that line goes. And what happens is when you let go of your mouse, sometimes your mouse moves. If the center of this radius, that center point, is past this imaginary line, then it's going to create a bulbous circle, and you can't fix it. If you go the other direction, obviously the curve is in the other direction. So you want to make sure that that center line is just past the longest arm here. So I'm going to go ahead and click it down, and now I'm going to dimension it. And when I dimension it, I can change that dimension and type in the surface radius of 0.206. I think that looks pretty close. This curve doesn't look quite right, but that's because it's at an isometric angle when we're looking at our drawing, our instructions. Finish the sketch. I'm going to revolve. Again, I'm going to choose the center axis as my revolve point. Spin it around. Say OK. And lo and behold, that looks pretty good. Got to give it some color. It's the best part. I'm going to choose my revolution. And now I'm going to choose my color. My last one was blue, but then I want this one to be a little bit darker blue, just so it gives a little contrast when I'm putting it together later. And that's it. This part is done. Save your work. Make sure you save it in the right spot.